How's it going, YouTube? Tyree here, and in today's video I'm just going to give you a short tutorial on how to make your own banner for your own YouTube channel. And the program we are going to be using today is Paint.net. Paint.net is a free program, so I'll leave the link in the description for that, and as well as any additional links that I may mention in this video, they will all be in the description. Okay, so the first thing you want to do once you've downloaded Paint.net is you want to change the layer dimension size. So the easiest way to do this is just go to a new project and type in 2560 for the width and 1440 for the height. These are the official YouTube dimensions. So do that, go ahead and click OK. And once you've done that, then you want to get started with the background. So I'm going to show you a couple of methods here, and then you will have a general idea of how to do it yourself. So the first background we're going to do here, we're going to go over to Effects, going to go to Render, and we're just going to do the second option here. So as you can see, that gives us this background. It has removed the background that was previously there and replaced it with this image. So you want to do this one first. If you try to create a background first with a color or whatever it may be, and then you add this will just end up overlapping it anyways. So just start with this one. And of course, if you want to adjust it, you just move this and this, and of course then you have a different image. So however much you adjust it, that's how much it will change. So of course this is the zoom at the bottom here, or middle I should say, and that controls how close it is. So if I were to put it back here, for instance, there's more of it again. We began with a whole image, and basically the more you adjust it, the more that it changes. So I'm going to keep it around, let's see, I liked it up here, so I'm going to do it here. You can adjust it as you would like to. Of course, if you zoom in too much, then it just gets rid of the whole image, so you want to leave a bit of it, and then of course if you move this one too, it adjusts it as well. Okay, so once you have established what you want for this part, just click OK, because that's only the first part and you can still do more. Alright, and then the next part you want to just click Render again, go to Clouds, and very important here, you want to change the color as well. So you don't want to keep it at black, especially if the background is already kind of dark. You want to make it maybe a lighter color so that it blends differently. So generally you can go with a yellow, green, blue, anything you really want. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just go with like an orange, and then I will render the clouds. Now, very important, if you keep it at normal blend mode, nothing will change. So you have to change that to something else, such as multiply, additive, color burn, color dodge, and yeah, you get the point. So pick one that you like, and depending on what you choose, that will determine how much the image itself changes. So I'm going to go with this one here. Just kind of brightens things up, gives it more of a sharpness. And of course, same thing, if you move it as well, it changes it a bit. And yeah, okay, so that's 2 layers done. Now you just want to repeat what you were just doing, except for the first image. So instead of doing the second one, you just want to repeat the clouds once more. And of course, if you want to, again, you can change the color. and then you just want to repeat. So generally, you'll see that it adds things the more layers that you do. So generally, you want to do like maybe 4 or 5 layers, depending on your personal preference. And that will determine how much the image changes, as well as changing the blend mode itself. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can go to photo, and you just want to do this last option here at the bottom, and this will kind of add like a shadow, almost like a spotlight, and of course you can adjust it as you would like to, and this will ultimately change the image itself the more that you adjust it. So generally, it really just depends how you want to change it. It's all based on your personal preference. And then, of course, you can just keep repeating layers. So once you've established a lot of layers, then all you want to do is just add your text. Now, I will leave a link in the description for fonts as well. But generally speaking, you want something that stands out. So like a bold or italicized font is good. And you can also do it with the options as well. But for instance, I'll choose the sketchbook, and I'll leave a link in the description again for the text and for this program as well. And you want to make the size around 36 or 48. You don't want it to be too big, but you also don't want it to be too small. And you want to make sure that the color is not the same as the background so that it can stand out a bit more. And then you want to also make sure that it stays a bit on the left side and a bit more centered. And the reason being is when YouTube does all of its options, when you have to upload the actual image itself, if it's not cropped correctly, so like it'll probably look at something like this. If it's not cropped correctly, then what will happen is this text here will not show up in the image, and you will have to readjust it. So you want to make sure that this is somewhere within this box, because the banner usually extends, and then if the image itself is not close enough to the center, it will end up getting cut off, or it just won't show up at all. The background, it'll remain the same. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another way I will show you. So let's start a new project here. Same dimensions. Okay, so the first thing you want to do for this one, you want to go to render, and you want to go to the very bottom option. And boom. Now you've got like this holographic type image. And of course you can adjust this as well, doing the same things that we just did. You can add some clouds, and it'll change the overall tone of it. And of course, the more you adjust this, the more it changes it. So really, it just depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. And the same kind of idea, once you have enough layers, then all you want to do is just add your text once more. And of course, if you want to make it bigger, you always can. And the same kind of thing, you can align it by just clicking this button here. You can bold it, and then you can put it wherever you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of ways you can really do this, but the main point of this is that all the settings are right here. So you just want to repeat the layers, and then once you have done that, you just add your text, and then you should be able to crop it and adjust it as you see fit. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more videos. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, uh, or you can literally just message me if you just want to stay connected, or if you have any questions, same kind of thing. And yeah, have a good day.